Hello, Fact Fusion fans. Today, we're diving into a gripping topic: the 7 greatest natural disasters in history. These events have shaped our world in unimaginable ways, causing massive destruction and changing lives forever. From earthquakes to tsunamis, let's explore these powerful natural forces and understand their impacts on our planet. So, buckle up and get ready for an informative journey through history's most devastating natural disasters. The Great Chinese Famine, 1959 to 1961. The Great Chinese Famine, spanning from 1959 to 1961, stands as one of the deadliest famines ever recorded. It was a tragic period that claimed the lives of an estimated 15 to 45 million people. The famine was triggered by a combination of natural and human factors. Adverse weather conditions, including severe droughts and floods, devastated crops and agricultural production. Compounding this, the Chinese government's policies during the Great Leap Forward disrupted farming practices and led to widespread food shortages. Rural areas were particularly hard hit, with entire villages facing starvation. Families were forced to consume whatever they could find, including tree bark and soil. The famine exposed the critical need for effective agricultural policies and highlighted the dangers of mismanagement and poor planning. This disaster is a stark reminder of how vulnerable human societies can be to both natural and man-made calamities. The 2004 Indian Ocean Tsunami. On December 26, 2004, a massive undersea earthquake with a magnitude of 9.1 to 9.3 struck off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia, unleashing one of the most devastating tsunamis in recorded history. The earthquake displaced enormous volumes of water, creating tsunami waves up to 30 meters, 98 feet high. These waves traveled at jetliner speeds, reaching the shores of 14 countries, including Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and India, within hours. Coastal communities were obliterated, with over 230,000 people losing their lives and millions more displaced. Entire villages were washed away, and the infrastructure was destroyed, leading to an immense humanitarian crisis. The economic impact was staggering, with billions of dollars in damages. The tragedy highlighted the urgent need for better early warning systems and disaster preparedness strategies to mitigate the impact of such catastrophic events in the future. It also brought the world together in an unprecedented international aid effort, demonstrating global solidarity in times of crisis. The Tangshan Earthquake, 1976. The Tangshan Earthquake, also known as the Great Tangshan Earthquake, struck the industrial city of Tangshan in northeastern China on July 28, 1976. With a magnitude of 7.5, this earthquake was incredibly powerful, and its devastation was unparalleled. Tangshan, home to about 1 million people, was almost entirely leveled within seconds. Buildings collapsed, and infrastructure crumbled, trapping thousands beneath the rubble. The death toll is estimated to be between 240,000 to 255,000, making it one of the deadliest earthquakes of the 20th century. The immediate aftermath saw a massive rescue and recovery operation, with tens of thousands of survivors injured or displaced. The disaster exposed the vulnerability of densely populated urban areas to seismic activity and highlighted the need for stringent building codes and earthquake-resistant construction practices. Despite the immense tragedy, Tangshan was eventually rebuilt, symbolizing resilience and the capacity for recovery in the face of overwhelming adversity. The 1815 eruption of Mount Tambora. Mount Tambora, located on the island of Sumbawa in Indonesia, erupted in April 1815, producing the most powerful volcanic eruption in recorded history. The eruption reached a VEI, volcanic explosivity index, of 7, ejecting an estimated 160 cubic kilometers of material into the atmosphere. The explosion was so immense that it was heard up to 2,000 kilometers away and caused the mountain's height to decrease by about 1,500 meters. The immediate impact was catastrophic, with around 71,000 people killed by pyroclastic flows, ashfall, and subsequent tsunamis. The eruption's global impact was profound, as volcanic ash and sulfur dioxide particles entered the stratosphere, reflecting sunlight and causing significant global cooling. This phenomenon, known as the Year Without a Summer, led to crop failures and food shortages across Europe and North America in 1816. triggering famines and contributing to widespread suffering. This disaster highlighted the interconnectedness of global climates and the far-reaching impacts of volcanic eruptions. The 1931 China floods. The 1931 China floods are considered the deadliest natural disaster of the 20th century, caused by a series of severe weather conditions, including heavy snowfall, torrential rains, and cyclones. These events led to the overflowing of the Yangtze, Yellow, and Huai rivers, resulting in widespread flooding. The disaster affected an estimated 88 million people across vast areas of China. Death toll estimates vary widely, ranging from 1 to 4 million people, with many perishing from drowning, disease, and starvation. The floods destroyed homes, farmland, and infrastructure, leaving millions homeless and without livelihoods. Entire villages were submerged, and the agricultural devastation led to severe food shortages. The response to the disaster was hampered by limited resources and poor infrastructure, highlighting the need for improved flood control measures and better emergency preparedness. This catastrophic event underscored the importance of effective water management and the need to develop resilient systems to protect against such massive flooding in the future. The Black Death, 1347 to 1351. The Black Death, a catastrophic pandemic caused by the bubonic plague, swept through Europe, Asia, and Africa between 1347 and 1351. The plague, transmitted by fleas carried on rats, decimated populations, with an estimated 75 to 200 million people succumbing to the disease. The plague spread rapidly along trade routes, affecting towns and cities with horrifying speed. Symptoms included fever, chills, vomiting, and swollen lymph nodes, often leading to death within days. Entire communities were wiped out, leaving behind abandoned homes and fields. The pandemic caused profound social and economic upheaval, collapsing economies and drastically reducing the workforce. The significant population loss led to labor shortages, which, in turn, contributed to the decline of the feudal system in Europe. The Black Death also spurred significant changes in public health practices, including quarantine measures and improved sanitation, shaping the development of modern epidemiology and healthcare systems. This disaster serves as a sobering reminder of the potential devastation of pandemics and the importance of preparedness and public health measures. The Haiti earthquake, 2010. On January 12, 2010, a powerful earthquake with a magnitude of 7.0 struck near Port-au-Prince, the capital of Haiti, causing widespread destruction. The quake's epicenter was just 25 kilometers, 16 miles, west of the densely populated city, resulting in catastrophic damage. Over 230,000 people were killed, and more than 1.5 million were left homeless as buildings, including homes, hospitals, and schools, collapsed. The earthquake also triggered a humanitarian crisis, with severe shortages of food, water, and medical supplies. The international community responded with extensive aid efforts, but the recovery process has been long and challenging. Haiti's already fragile infrastructure and political instability compounded the difficulties in providing effective relief and rebuilding. The disaster highlighted the vulnerability of impoverished nations to natural disasters and underscored the importance of global solidarity and support in times of crisis. It also emphasized the need for better urban planning, building codes, and disaster preparedness to mitigate the impact of such devastating events in the future. These 7 natural disasters remind us of the incredible power of nature and the importance of preparedness and resilience. While we can't prevent these events, we can learn from them to minimize their impact on future generations. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Fact Fusion, and click the bell icon to stay updated on our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.